what we like about this walk, Jose Carreiro, this property is 11 acres, Jose Carreiro, and it abuts another property, trustees reservation. They have 68, so it's like 79 acres on this area, and it's almost, I think conservation would call it the Marshfield's own greenway, because we have this land here, and from here to Union Street, by the Union Street Bridge, there's a lot of land, whether it's Cornhill, Woodlands, or whether it's Brooks, Tilden Shipyard, or Cornhill, or Couch Beach. There's you can't walk it yet all on conservation land, but it's getting there. And I think that, so years ago we would have come down Maryland Street, and if we didn't have all the snow here, you would see this granite monument marker with M on one side and P on the other side. So Marshfield here, Pembroke on the other side, and then no more because of the highway. So we'll do, I'm gonna pack up the car. We'll do a little walk and we'll do a little talk, and hopefully we'll have at least one fun fact to tell. This is a smaller little map, but this is where we are, and you can see on the side here the highway, you know, which is there. And we're just going to make this one big loop, and it's I don't know, probably 3/4 of a mile. And this
pass off of that, or is this just the loop?
So yes and yes. Yes, there are other trails off this. What we'll do today, we're down here. We're just going to make a stay to the left, come up. We'll see this little stone marker here for Jose Carreiro, and then we'll come back. If anyone was a skier, they kind of have like black diamonds. Or blue circles. Blue is very easy. Black here is just it's just a little steeper, you know, but we'll go slower, and that will be fine. The kiosk here was a Eagle Scout project. Tyler McLeish from Hanover, and this is we have one more rendition of this kiosk, and we finally came up with a model. And instead of having an Eagle Scout build it or someone else, at the high school we have this partnership with the Tom Grillin and the building construction class. They build boats, and you'll see them in the springtime up at the high school, and they have a day that they float around in the Green Harbor area. Unlike today, because you wouldn't get there today, right? Because there's a road race. And those of you that live down in that area, it's a lot. So these are our partners. It's not a very long trail, but 11 acres of Jose Carreiro Woodlands, with 68 acres of the 2-mile farm, brings us up to like 79 acres. So it's good. A lot of these smaller trees were bent over because there was so much snow weighing them down, and now they're popping back up a little bit. And we'll see on the trail Anyone that has good eyesight, there's a green conservation banner sign there. So it's just telling us that this side of the sign is good for us to walk on. The other side is kind of private property. And you may see some trails, kind of like spurs when we walk around here. Mostly it's so if you live in your house that abuts the trail, you might like it because you can just come out your back door and just walk on the trail instead of coming out, walking down here and getting back on it. So that's what some people do. So, but we don't want to encroach on their property. That's why they have the signs there. So there's if you walk over by where that sign is, it just shows you this is the first chance that we have option to take, either go left or right. And creatures of habit, we usually go to the left, keep left, it just keeps us all around. So we'll follow.
Do you get confused when you go to the right?
Gosh, it's like, you know, it's dark in the morning and, you know.
Sometimes that happens. I did that to my sister-in-law and then she got all confused walking the trail.
And when it snows, it's a lot different from when everything's gone right now, which is great. If you're a dog owner, a lot of people own dogs, walk this trail quite a bit, to the point that someone put this little platform in there and someone brings water out here, and if that works, I guess, you know, more power for them.
It's not depending on the rain.
Yeah, some of it would be that. The nice thing about this trail too is that it's pretty wide. You know, we like to have our trails, the pathway, at least 3 feet wide, and you know, branches falling above your head, so you're not walking and branches are sticking in your face or your eyes or whatever. And just having it, this is nice because you can walk together, you know, 2 people at a time, which is more fun than not. Kind of like hide and seek. I put something and you try to find it with the coordinates. I miss that box on that tree sometimes. That's one that someone put up there. And there's another area on our way back. There's a split in a tree and there's another one there. I'll have to try and, sometimes I can find it when we go around and other times I forget about it. But yeah, that one has been there for a while, and we had this kid, Brian Lannon, who was, his parents grew up in Marshfield, but they lived in Scituate. And Brian was really into it, and he built like a whole, looked like a bird feeder. And in that, there was another little piece, you know, of geocaching in there. So it was kind of cool. So that would be the North River, high tide, expressway bridge over there. So when you drive up on the expressway, this is what you'd be looking at. The houses up the stream, they're on the other side of the river, so they're in Norwell. And then up by the point would be Couch Beach and Blueberry Island, which is an island, and you can camp at. Blueberry Island or Couch Beach, and you'd get a permit from conservation. And they give you a key so you can drive in, kind of like car camping. And it's good. So what's interesting about this area is if you look around up in the trees, you see a lot of dogs. So there's a person that, again, a lot of people walk their dogs in this area, and when they pass on, someone makes up a sign and puts it up. Not sure who does it or when it happens. Never seen anyone do it other than you just see it. You know. This was Tuesday's work. We had someone with a sawzall and they cut them down, cut them out. This is the other side of Jose Carreiro, which turns into 2 Mile Farm. How you doing? Good, how are you? Good, thanks. So from here down and around, it gets you to 2 Mile, and there should be, there were a couple of signs that were up here that kind of pointed you to, oh, up in that tree there, it pointed you to the parking lot.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Hey, how you doing? How are you? Good, thanks. Good. Come on, girl. So, yeah, so it is a popular spot, and yeah, this is the signs right there. This will just lead to 2 Mile. 2 Mile, if you haven't done it, it's very nice. It has some wide paths like Jose Carreiro has, and it's an easy walk. We're on our way back. We're coming this way now to the trail, so it's be a little icy for a little bit. it's a quick one. So this is a good one if you're you know, had a bad day at the DPW or town hall, people were yelling at you, and you say, oh, you know, I'm gonna go drive right by, do a 45-minute walk, and you'll be in and out, and then you'll feel that much better.
Yeah, nature does. Don't you feel better? Oh, I feel great.
There you go. Didn't fall, had a good time, you know, came up with your friend,